Hello, everybody. I told myself I was not going to say that. Am I in the right group? But here I'm going to say it. Am I in the right group? You know, you press live and you hope that you've done this right. I am an Insta girl. I have not done a live on Facebook, so I really hope I'm in the right place. I'm going to wait just a second before I start talking to make sure that people are going to hop on and be here to hear what I have to say. It's going to be so riveting. Uh, let's hydrate because I'm already kind of hot and sweaty. We're going to hydrate. So what I thought I would do is, let me know if you're here, guys. What I thought I would do to be kind of fun to kind of start this is to ask a question. So I want to ask a question of you guys. And I don't know about you. I love fun facts. I love random, weird fun facts that are just kind of out there. And so, hi guys. Okay, good. I'm in the right place. So fun facts about movies, fun facts about TV shows, about songs, and the more random, the better. So I would love if you guys would post a random out there fun fact about yourself. And if you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to share mine with you. Hi, Celeste. So I am almost 49 years old and I love to roller skate still. I have loved it since I was a child. I've never stopped loving it. We started in the 70s when roller skating was super cool, and I just never thought it ever got not cool. So I'm pretty decent at it too, I mean, I don't fall and I can skate backwards just as fast as I can skate forward. So that's kind of fun. And I have kind of a wicked collection of roller skates. Do you want to see a couple of pairs? I just happen to have a couple here. So you got the white boot roller skate to start with. You got the classic white with the white wheels, okay? These are for rink skating only. You would never want to wear these outside. Then I have my favorite rink roller skate. How cute are these? These actually have lights underneath that my husband installed, so when it's dark they light up. They're the cutest thing ever. And then I have, wait for it, I know, I couldn't help myself. I bought these when I was on Venice Beach one time. They are considered boardwalk skates, and that is because the wheels are a little bit rubbery, so they're made to skate outside on uneven surfaces. So if you have never been to California, or even if you have, and you have never been to Venice Beach where you can skate along the beach, get that done immediately. You will feel transported back to 1979 when roller skating was in its heyday. It's still cool. Nobody cares. There's a measure of respect when there are still people in 2020 roller skating on Venice Beach. So it's just one of my favorite things to do. There you go. Random fact about me. My poor children, right? I mean, come on. Okay, hydrate. This is scary. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, my name is Mandy, and I have been asked to share my mascara journey. I live in Bakersfield, California, born and raised. Bakersfield's about an hour and a half from Los Angeles, north, and I have been married almost 29 years. I am a boy mom. I have two boys, 18 and 16, and they are my schmoopies. They are my schmoopaloos. And if you don't know what those words mean, you need to watch the Goldbergs, because the mom on the Goldbergs, Bev Goldberg, if you know who she is, that is who I've been compared to. I was slightly offended when I first heard this because she's crazy, but I kind of get it now and I'm okay with it and I own it. And I actually have seen several episodes where she's done something really out there, and I understand because I've done it too. It's not even crazy to me, some of the stuff she does. And I'm obsessed with my children. So that's the biggest reason I am Bev Goldberg, okay? We have our own extermination company that we've owned for about 20 years. My husband sort of takes care of that. We do not have employees on purpose. It's just him. And so we keep it easy. And I stayed home with babies and raised was able to be home with our boys. So I didn't have to work after I had my children. And I was very, very grateful to be able to stay home all that time and be with them. So I work one day a week at a doctor's office, but I always have considered myself a stay-at-home mom because that is just such a blip of my week. But I was introduced to mascara makeup on accident. So I was on Instagram one day scrolling, and I happened upon a girl putting a roast in an Instapot. I had just swiped my mother-in-law's Instapot. She wasn't even using it. It was still in the box, and she didn't cook anyway. So I took it, and I was really interested in what she was making in this Instapot because I hadn't used it yet, and I was really all about the Instapot. But then I started looking at this girl, and I was like, oh, she's really cute. She's got great hair. Then I got really into her hair. At the time, my hair was sort of similar cut, similar color, and I was watching her hair tutorials, and I went down the rabbit hole, and I'm watching her hair tutorials, and come to find out she's a hairdresser, so that's why her hair looked so great. And then I started watching more, went further down the rabbit hole, and realized her makeup is really always good. Man, her makeup is good. It's really pretty. Then I discovered she had some makeup tutorials. So then I start watching more. You guys know what I'm talking about. You go down the rabbit hole, you can't stop. I'm watching these makeup tutorials. And I got kind of obsessed with watching her put this makeup on. I was intrigued with how she was doing it. These cute little tins, and they were in this little case, and all the makeup was right there. I'd never seen anything like it. And then when she's putting it on, she's using words like creamy and smooth and simple and fast. And all of that was speaking to me. I loved all of that. She was contouring. I had never contoured before. I thought you had to be a Kardashian to know how to contour. She made it look so simple. And in the end, in like 10 minutes, her makeup looked amazing. So I'm also thinking, well, she's probably like 25 or 30 years old. She's got great skin. She's young. That's probably why she looks like this with this makeup on. It works for her. Clearly, it's not going to work for me. I mean, don't we do that? Okay, yeah, that is great, good for you. Looks great on you. It won't look good on me. We do that all the time about things, and that's really what I thought. But I don't know how long after watching these tutorials, I finally got the courage to reach out and ask for a color match from this makeup I had never heard of. Never heard of this makeup before. No one I knew had ever heard of it, but I asked for a color match. She sent it to me. I ordered the makeup. I get it in the mail and put it on, and I'm not kidding you when I say it literally was love at first sight. I don't think I even probably put it on right, because let's be honest, does anybody really put this makeup on perfectly the first time? No, it takes a minute. It's got a little learning curve. So I don't know even what I did, but I remember thinking this is completely different than anything I've ever done. And I kept catching myself like in the mirror. When I'd walk past, I'd be like, oh, hey, because I could not believe my skin was glowing. I had 48-year-old skin, 47-year-old skin at the time. It was not great. But I remember thinking, why does my skin look better than it did 15 years ago? It was kind of amazing to me. So I kept adding to my collection. I wore it for a whole year and no other makeup. I never touched my other stuff again. Kept buying more eyeshadows, kept buying more lip and cheeks. And you know, I just became, this is my makeup now. Then it came time for the mascara anniversary bash. Harmony was talking about it. She was talking about how this is something that happens once a year. It's the bash of the Mascara Artist Program. It's a fun thing on IG you can watch and you can join, and there's prizes and giveaways and, you know, all those kinds of things. So I was like, okay, I'll watch. And then she said, and there's incentives to join as a mascara artist. And that is when my wheels kind of started turning. Now, let me just say, I had done direct sales before. I had dabbled in a couple of other companies in the past. I knew how they worked. I could look at a compensation plan, and I kind of knew how it was going to be structured. I understood it. But I was just mildly successful. They were fun. I made a little money. I remember the last one I did, I saved all my commissions, and when we went back east for 2 weeks to New York and West Virginia, I had all the spending money. And I thought that was so cool that I had made all the spending money from my little side hustle. To spend there. You know, we can like splurge and take the rickshaw around Central Park. You know, we were able, I didn't feel bad doing that, you know, so I thought that was really cool. But I'll be honest, when I came home from that trip, I kind of fizzled. I lost my mojo with it. I really wasn't interested. I was kind of like, you know, all my friends had tried it. All my girlfriends have tried it. All my family's tried it. I feel like it kind of ran its course. But if I look back now, I liked that product. I didn't love it. I didn't. But you know what? I love this makeup. I loved this makeup. And I said I'd never do another multi-level marketing again, I would never do another MLM. I would never do another direct sales. I kind of told myself that after the last one. But there was something about this makeup and something about this company and something about hearing the way Harmony talked about it that made me want to do it. So in January of 2019, on the anniversary day, I joined and bought a kit. Now, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know what, I certainly was not a makeup artist. I didn't have a ton of followers on Instagram. I wasn't super even, active on my social media very much. But I knew that if I could at least make back the money I spent on my kit, I was going to be okay. I wasn't going to be in the hole. And that was like my first goal, was to make back that money I spent on my kit. So I buy the kit, we go to Disneyland, and the next day I post one picture, I think of like the 4 colors and like, I'm a mascara artist, some little generic post. And a girlfriend contacted me and she said, I want a color match. I was in a ride at Disneyland. I remember looking at that thinking, oh, okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I just signed up like 2 days ago. I didn't have my stuff yet. I was kind of panicky. And then you know what? I reached out to my upline, shot her the picture, said, help. And she sent it back. She said, tell her this. I did. The girl ordered, and she's been my customer ever since. Has ordered a dozen times. So that was super exciting for me. Now, when I was asked to share my mascara story, I'll be honest, I was like, what could I possibly share that would be interesting to anyone? There are so many, if you watch some of these stories, there are so many women that get on here and their stories are amazing. This makeup has literally saved them from so many situations, and you can just feel the gratitude they have for this company. They are super inspiring. I may not have that story, and I'm going to sound like Oprah for a second, but I know what I know. And I'm going to tell you what I know after being an artist for 16 months. What I know is that I love this makeup more than the very first time I tried it. I love it more all the time. I never get tired of it. It never gets old. I never don't want to put it on. And I always find new ways to make it even better. I know that I love this company and it's exceeded all my expectations. The customer service is amazing. And the compensation plan is not just fair, it's generous. I know that I not only have not run out of steam, I have gained momentum. So that feeling I had with the other times where I just kind of like, I'm over it. I don't feel that way. I feel the exact opposite. I'll be honest, about 6 months after I joined, I kind of hit a wall. And I kind of feel like, okay, here we go again. It's kind of run its course. I've talked to all my girlfriends about it. I've done their faces with makeup. All my warm market has reached out to me. I don't have anybody left. Maybe this is just where it's going to be. I clearly don't have what these other girls have. I don't have it. I'm never going to get a stranger to reach out to me and ask me for a color match. Someone I don't even know. Just because they see my picture and like what they see. That's never going to happen to me. It's just kind of over. But then I heard 2 things said. I think it was on a webinar. I don't even remember now, but they have stuck with me ever since. And this was what they were. Number 1, if you want to be successful at this business, show up every day. And the other one was, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Those 2 things really, really resonated with me. You know what? I wasn't showing up every day, and I expected to eat the fruit the same day I planted the seed. Honestly, I did. I thought, oh, I did a video. I posted a picture. No one called me. No one asked to buy the makeup. No one wants a color match. They don't like me. I knew it. But when I took a minute to really evaluate what I was doing and what others who I knew were successful were doing, I knew I could do more. I knew I could be doing more. And when I got that, everything changed. I started seeing more sales. I really stepped up my game in my equipment. I got a few things that I felt like I needed that would really help things. So I stepped it up in that area, but mostly I stepped it up here. And that is where all the change started to happen. I have never been afraid of hard work ever. I consider myself a hard worker, but I think I expected I could just post a few times and put a few videos out there and people would just be knocking on my door, I've learned it does take work. and it does pay off, but you have to be consistent. That's my new favorite word, is be consistent. I now have a small team, which I absolutely adore. I never knew I wanted one, and now that I have one, I love it. I love them. And I tell them that all the time. You have to be consistent. You have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to not wait for perfection to do something. If you're going to wait for that perfect selfie or that perfect tutorial where you never say the word or that perfect video that you make, or that perfect makeup application, if you're waiting for that to happen, you will be absolutely paralyzed. Perfection, number one, is exhausting. It's impossible to reach, and it completely paralyzes you. So I've set goals for myself to get past that, to not wait for perfection, to post those pictures of my face with no makeup, which I'm happy to do now. Who would have thought? How many of you would have thought you'd ever be putting your faces out there with no makeup on, right? No, we had to approve every picture that our husband took before we allowed him to post it. Now I'm like, And you know what I think it is? I think because this makeup has changed the way we look at our skin and how we feel about our skin. We're no longer afraid of our skin, and we love it. We're wearing less makeup, so our real skin is showing, and we are not ashamed of it anymore. And I think that really is the root of why we don't mind putting our before and afters on our page, because real skin is beautiful. The goals I've reached, I have hit them, and I've always got new ones, obviously. A long time ago in a video, Rachel said, this dollar amount is a great goal for everybody. You guys should be doing this every month. Make this your goal every month. That dollar amount to me was like huge, huge. I was like, okay, Rachel, maybe years down the road, I'll have that number. But I mean, was just out of this universe for me. But you know what? I did it. 1 month I did it. And then I was shocked. And then the next month I did it. And then the next month I did it again. I couldn't believe what was happening. I really almost couldn't believe it. I remember texting Harmony the picture of my back office and going, am I seeing this right? Like, I really couldn't believe that I was seeing what was happening. And then I thought, okay, what if I doubled that number? Crazy. She's going crazy. What if I doubled that number? Is that even like doable? I know it is because I see other girls do it, but what if I did that? So I did. And you guess what? I hit it. And then I hit it again. And then I hit it again. Here I am again, sending those screenshots to Harmony going, okay, no, but seriously, is this real? Like, is this like, I think I might be a fraud. This may not be real. So once you see what you can accomplish, and once you see that you can post that selfie with no makeup, once you see that you can do a tutorial, once you see you can do a live, once you see you can make a dollar amount that's so out there, make it a goal, and then you hit it. You're like, okay, wait a minute. I just did all that other stuff I didn't think I could do. I just did all that other stuff I said I would never do. Why can't I do this? Yes, I can. Of course I can. And then you start to see it happen. So my next goal, you're going to laugh at me, is to every month see my name in Harmony's top 10 box. If you are a member of Harmony's team, you know that she puts that out there. I don't know about that, what it is about that box, girls. I want my name in that box. And it's not just the box, but it's obviously what it represents. It's success, it's hard work, and I have seen my name there a few months. Not every month, and that's okay. It's okay. It just means I need to work harder and make that still my goal. That's okay. I got stiff competition in that box. Those girls have been doing this a lot longer than me, and they're amazing. But they are they are the barometer for me. I watch them. I see what they do. I see how they're successful. I see things that they do that I need to be implementing. The one thing I love about this company is that we are so different, and our approach to this business is in the way we do it is different. And that is what keeps this so interesting. If all of our videos were the same and all of our photos look the same and we all put our makeup on the same, how boring would that be? It would be so boring to watch. But we are all so different, but we are all still women with a single-minded goal. And that is kind of how I want to end this, is how grateful I am to be in this company of thousands of women who all, number one, love this makeup, have found their forever makeup. I call this my forever makeup because I never have to look for makeup again. And we are committed to helping other girls feel beautiful. That's all that this is about. And I'm just so happy that I was asked to come here and talk about this. I hope one little thing I said meant something to someone. And thank you for watching. And next time one of you are in California, hit me up and we will go skating. Bye, guys.